If you've been on TikTok recently, chances are you've seen this, the Hatch alarm clock. It's in every wellness girlie's morning routine video. TikTok makes it seem like this clock will magically transform you into a morning person. The only catch, this little clock costs $200. And I can't help wondering, is it worth it? Good morning, guys. Welcome to a video that is actually going to be all about that little thing right there. I actually recently just got this, which if you don't know what this is by the time you've clicked on this video, it's the Hatch Restore 2 alarm clock, which has been going super viral. The entire selling point of this clock and why it is so viral is it's a sunrise alarm clock, so it's supposed to wake you up by kind of gently waking you up with light, kind of mimicking the sun. It also is a sound machine. It has like all these different features to kind of help you ease into sleep at night and then wake up peacefully in the morning. And I am someone who always wants to wake up early. Like, I want to be a morning person. I think that my struggle kind of lies in the jarring feeling of waking up to a really loud alarm. Like, you know when you just hear that alarm noise and you just cringe internally and you just, the last thing you want to do is wake up, and it instantly puts me in a bad mood. It is $200, which is absolutely ridiculous, and I've been wanting it for actually months. I have it on my 2024 vision board. I better love this thing if I'm gonna keep it. If at the end of this week I do not end up liking it, I will be returning it. We are going to do a week of morning routines, and I'm going to be using the Hatch Restore 2 throughout the week, showing you guys what it's actually like to wake up with it, my thoughts as I'm going, like my first impressions. This is the first week I've ever used it before, so it's going to be very just honest of what I think of it and if I think it's worth it. Just my first quick impressions from the first day that I used it. I did like it, but I will say it's set to 6:45 a.m. It didn't actually wake me up until 6:54, so I was like kind of in and out of sleep for 10 minutes. Like, it was doing its job, but it did not wake me up. That's definitely something to keep in mind because it's just constant ocean noise that kind of gradually gets louder. So it did not wake me up when it was supposed to. I think maybe as I get used to it, that might change a little bit. I did really like the light effect. I'm definitely impressed so far, but a little bit wary of how long it took me to actually get up. Good morning, guys. It is day 2 of this video. It's Tuesday, and this morning was an absolute fail. Let me tell you why, because I'm gonna be totally honest about all my experiences. You will notice I did not have any morning routine clips this morning, and that is because I woke up at 7:09. The alarm is for 6:45 on the Hatch, and basically the concept of it is it's supposed to wake you up naturally by slowly getting brighter and brighter, so kind of like mimics the sunrise, and then it also has an accompanying noise. It was bright and was loud, but it did not wake me up until 7:09. I was just so completely out of it, and I needed to get my morning done quickly. So I literally didn't get out of bed until 7:15 because I was so disoriented and did not know what was going on. If you're wondering how I managed to kind of stay asleep while it was like bright and making all this noise, I'll tell you how. I was having a dream about being on the beach because the alarm noise that it has right now is the sound of like the ocean and seagulls. So I literally was just having like a 20-minute dream about the ocean and seagulls instead of waking up. I have not heard anyone talk about that, but I think it's a very, very valid experience for this kind of alarm clock. Obviously, that's not like the end of the world, but I think tonight I'm going to check back in with you and we are going to reassess how to best make this work for us, because I think there are some things I could do to help. I think I could probably make it louder, hopefully. That's not as loud as it goes, to kind of make me wake up more. And also the thing is, I've noticed that I have it on my nightstand, which is on my right side because I sleep on the right side of the bed and I'm right-handed. But I've been sleeping on my left side facing away from where the hatch is. Even though the light is getting brighter in the room, it's not like hitting me in the face. I'm gonna troubleshoot that tonight. It is nighttime now, obviously. I just got ready for bed and I thought we would look at the app and see if we can figure out how to make this thing wake me up at the time that I want to be awake. So this is what the app looks like. So on the bottom there's the rest, the library, and the rise section. So the rest section right now I think is fine. I actually think it might be one of my favorite features of the hatch. This basically, you can choose a sound. So see, it just turned on. You can adjust the volume of the sound, what the sound is. So I have it night rain, and then you can choose the brightness and what color you want the light to be. We're gonna go to the rise section. So this is what it looks like right now. I have 6:45 a.m. I said to do on weekdays. Let's see if we can edit it. Okay, so I chose Malibu Sunrise. It's basically just these different colors of light. I think that's fine. I don't think it's really the color of the light that's going to do anything. So then we have the alarm sounds. So we have Ocean Shore. That's the one I have right now. Brightness is at 75. Volume, oh, volume is only 50. Okay, maybe if we change this, that will do something. 90% right now. And I'm still going to do 30 minutes, so it's going to start at 6:15 and then get brighter and louder until 6:45. We're going to see how tomorrow morning goes. It is day 3 of our hatch morning routine adventure. It is, full transparency, 11:08 right now. I did a full workout, breakfast, I took a full shower, washed my hair, which honestly takes me a long time, so I knew that that would kind of make me get a later start today, and I'm fine with that. I'll just work later at night, obviously. So last night, as you saw, we changed up some things. I made the brightness all the way up, and I also made the noise louder, and I did not sleep very well last night. I was just kind of like fitful in my sleep, and my neck was hurting me and it kept waking me up, but then I was too tired to do anything about it. So I was just not very well rested. I actually woke up naturally because of that at 6 a.m. and I was like, oh my gosh, like, should I just get up? And then while I was thinking about it, I fell asleep again. The alarm was brighter this morning, which was great. I think that did help a lot. But I put the alarm sound, like the ocean sound, way up, if you remember, to like 90. And it was so loud. I did not realize this until now because I've been kind of gradually waking up while using it. I didn't realize that the sound is not gradual. The light is gradual and the sound starts exactly at the time that you're supposed to wake up. So I thought I was gonna kind of get in building as the light was building, but instead it's 6:45 a.m. just super loud ocean noise out of nowhere. I am going to turn down the volume, and I think we might be on a good track with just the light aspect. Good morning, guys. It is day 4 of our week of morning routines and using the Hatch. It's actually not morning. I don't know why I said that. It's after lunch right now. This is actually my afternoon coffee, but I've been having a very chill day. You guys saw I went and walked Vinny. I did my workout, all that normal stuff. I woke up today at 6:52. So not 6:45 again, but the sound did wake me up at 6:45. But let's just say I have some very distinct pros and cons after using that I've never heard anyone else talk about. I think I'm gonna do that tomorrow once I've had like the full week experience, so I can really give you guys what I think about it. What we got going on today, honestly, I had a pretty positive experience with it this morning. I woke up pretty peacefully. I still woke up early even though it wasn't when I wanted to get out of bed. I do have a bit of a headache right now, just so I'm having more coffee. I do kind of get those slightly regularly, so I don't necessarily think it's because of a sleep issue. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my day, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning for the last day. Honestly, I think we're crushing it, so. Good morning, guys. It's 6:54 a.m. right now. The Hatch woke me up a little bit beforehand, but I can't seem to make myself get up. So 6:54 is when it's actually making me get out of bed. Good morning. It has officially been 1 whole week of using the Hatch Restore 2, and I have a lot of thoughts. So I wrote a pros and cons list right here with everything I've learned this week, and I really hope it's helpful. Obviously, I am not a tech reviewer or anything. I'm just a gal who's easily influenced to buy things from TikTok. We are going to start off with the cons. So the first one, it has not been reliable for waking me up at the time that my alarm is set to. I've had it set to wake me up or like have the alarm at 6:45 a.m. I have not woken up at 6:45 a.m. a single time. I think I did one day actually when I had the volume way too loud, but I'm not counting that because it was a very jarring negative experience, but I did that to myself by turning the volume too high, and also like kind of defeats the purpose of gradually waking up. So that one was a fluke, but it was my fault, so I'm not counting that. So I've literally never woken up during the alarm. Like I've woken up 5 or 10 minutes after the alarm was set, and that's a bit of a red flag for me. I do think that it can be adjusted to work for you to actually get up when you want. Okay, the next con, obviously the cost. It's so expensive. I mean, everyone has different budget and situation, but personally, like $200 for something, that's a lot of money. There are very few things that I have spent that kind of money on in my life, and it's been either travel or high quality tech. Like you know, I bought my computer, I bought my phone, my camera, those types of things, and those are all absolutely essential items for me. I don't know if this clock falls into that category. I definitely think it's a super luxury item that obviously the price point reflects that. I do think the quality corresponds to the price. Like, it is a quality like product so far in my experience. It isn't faulty, it seems well made, it's well designed, it has, you know, quality features. But yeah, $200 is a lot. I also wrote down that in terms of the cost, I feel like if I hadn't used it for the week and you just asked me what I thought the product would give me for that amount of money, I'd probably say I expected more features, like some kind of sleep monitoring or something. Like, I know that's not what the product is meant to do, but just something a little bit extra. And also, I think for the cost, the fact that they have a paid extra subscription is really silly. I think that's a con in general, but I haven't minded it personally because I don't need any of those extra features. Like, all the extra features that you pay for with the subscription are like sleep stories and basically little mini podcast type of things, and I don't really like that when I'm falling asleep or trying to wake up. Like, if I do, I'll just put a podcast on my phone. I don't think it's a con for me personally because I don't use it. The last one, I think that the light aspect of like waking you up with the sunrise, I think I was a little misled with the advertising of this, and not entirely. I think just my perception of how it would work didn't really correspond to my actual experience. So I feel like when I saw videos of people using it and like the ads and stuff, I just imagined like this bright, warm sunlight like slowly waking me up, and like I feel like there would be birds singing. Like, that's like dramatic, but that was kind of the vibe that I got. And I have the light set to 100%, so it's the absolute brightest you can get when I wake up, and it is fairly bright. It does not illuminate the whole room. It's kind of subtle, and really the thing that wakes me up is the noise. It's not the light. I do think the light helps to make me waking up less jarring and more pleasant, so I definitely like that aspect of it. I don't know, I'm still kind of on the fence with it. I do think the light aspect makes it better. I would not like it without the light, but it's not as intense as I thought, if that makes sense. Okay, moving on to the pros. First pro is it does absolutely wake me up peacefully and earlier than I would without it. So it's much more enjoyable than an alarm clock or my phone or any other thing I've ever used. Honestly, in the cons, I said that it didn't wake me up exactly at the time I set it for. That is true. But besides that, it woke me up within 5 to 10 minutes of when I set it. I woke up peacefully. I wasn't stressed or like jarred awake. I had like a good morning every morning this week, even when we had some little rough patches. The next thing is actually my absolute favorite thing about the product, and it's the thing I didn't even really realize it had, which is the noise features and like the nighttime setting. So I actually like the nighttime setting more than the alarm waking up part, if that makes sense. So the nighttime setting, I just really like the different nighttime noises that they have. I'm very sensitive to noise. Like, while I'm falling asleep, I'm fine once I'm already asleep, but having like the TV on in the living room, which like often is when I'm trying to rest, or like people talking or stuff, that just really bothers me when I'm trying to fall asleep. And oftentimes I like wear earplugs, or I've honestly for the last 2 weeks been wearing full over-ear headphones to fall asleep, and obviously that's not very comfortable. And I found that having this, I don't need the earplugs, I don't need the headphones. It does not block out all noise, but it creates enough of a like blanket of noise, if you will, that the rest of the stuff does not bother me at all, and that is such a huge plus for me. I have it set right now to make rainfall noises, which I love. It's so relaxing, and I just really like that feature. The next pro is that it has a really pretty design, in my opinion, and is user-friendly. I think it just looks nice on your nightstand, and I also love there's just 2 buttons on the top, and it has the like tap feature for making it brighter, making the noise like volume go up and down. It's just really intuitive for me, and I just really enjoy how it's designed, and I think it's very easy to use. Also in that same vein, again, it's just very customizable. Like, you can make any type of thing basically that you want. Like, you can choose from a bunch of different sounds. You can make the lights different colors and hues, turn them up, turn them down, really whatever you want, and you can kind of stack different lights. So at night, if you want there to be like different light cues, you could just set it up so that like if you press it once, it's purple. If you press it twice, it's blue. All this different kind of stuff. So you can kind of like add that to your habit stacking, if that makes sense. The last thing I think is a pro for me, which honestly this is dependent on every single person, but I have definitely been really tired each night and I've been falling asleep way earlier. So obviously, again, that depends on you. But I do think that the Hatch has contributed to obviously me waking up earlier, but also with the cues and the sounds and just like how my day has been progressing. I've been getting really tired at night, so I've been getting a lot of restful quality sleep. If you watch this, please subscribe. It would mean the absolute world to me. I want to get to 30,000 subscribers, which would be so cool. But yeah, okay, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.